God.
Well now.
Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now.
Hey!
Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? Hoo-hoo, if I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. What the heck? Thunder, I don't know how that's possible. You're subbed and you have turbo. What the heck? They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spooling right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. I remember when they first did this, in the first chapter, I was like, what the heck? They're suspending it? And then what was it? Like, they'll give me like 1,000,000 coins or something if I just guessed the killer right then. And I was like, okay, I'll guess. And then the game was like, ha, just kidding. It was funny. It was funny. Alright, resume.
I'm mon ami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
He's so cute.
To think that the person who killed
mushrooms.
the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Oh, I'm saving. Don't worry.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
I have a question actually, though.
Huh?
I mean,
Candy can be a clue?
I'll type it to you later.
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
I'm gonna let the thing go on auto.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, so we prepared the perfect product for you. Oh my god. New game? Oh god, oh god. I forgot the controls already. When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright. Let's try and do this, I guess. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Move, control, break, jump. Okay. Oh, it's a break. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, it's timed. I should hurry up. Wee! No! When did the killer arrive at the beach house? After. Before. How do I... Wait, what? How do I... Am I just going to the side that I think it is? I feel like they did both, but it had to have been before? Hello? Go. Really? Is it right? Does that mean I got it right? I don't know if that means I got it right. I don't know. How do I know? keep going and select the right side. Okay, but like, did I get it right? Whee. Faster. Got it right? Okay. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. Oh, so they hid. I think they hid. Well, I mean, they left before and came back? No, they left after. They had to have left after. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this. I think. And I think they left out the window. Yes! If it's green, does that mean I won? Alright, I answered it correctly. This is so funny. Like, why? Why do they have this in the game? It's probably the easiest part of the game. I've done the best so far. 100% so far. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? The killer hiding? The beach house? The beach? If they were on the beach, they clearly would have been seen. But if they were in the beach house, where... I guess they had to have been in the shower. I don't know. Or maybe they were hiding in the closet until what's-her-face fell asleep. And then they put her in the closet. Dive results. The trick question, the killer is the beach house.
It's all coming together.
Does that mean I got it right? I guess that means I got it right.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good!
The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked, is... here? I already said I checked the shower room while grinding into food for Gundam's hamsters. Uh-oh, my bad. It has to be the closet, I guess.
Here!
I just thought that was too obvious, but okay.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up?
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
Oh,
But
they were
could
also
two
in
people
there?
even hide
They were there
in such a
together?
small place? And without Hiyoko know.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Didn't they say earlier that like, oh, only one person could really hide in here because it's so small or cramped or something like that? Unless I'm thinking of the wrong room here. Wait, what was the question? Inside the wetsuit? If they're so good at hiding, maybe they can appear in the crap. What? Where were they hiding? I don't know. I can't move or anything or do it. What? I don't know. Where could they have? I don't know. Maybe in here?
Here!
Oh, okay.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a cave. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place.
I see.
Because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house. watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't. All right. If you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right?
Cage man.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's
That would have been
supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it?
Yo,
It
that's so
doesn't
funny that
include the
literally
killer
the
this
thing I
time,
imagined
okay?
is literally
All
what he's
done.
asking. Is the 3 people include the, does it include the murder? That's so crazy that like such a random thing is like I'm actually gonna find out the answer to. Cause I feel like it's important.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
3 people other than the killer. So there's another person that found it and didn't say anything then.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back
Do you
to
all
our
understand my
original
point?
topic.
So remember when I said basically okay, here's what happened. We're all at the diner. I see what's her name? I can't remember anyone's name. I see Hiyoko running away from the cabin crying. Number 1. I'm thinking like that's she saw her dead and ran away crying. And then what's his name? The Leon looking guy. Forgot his name. And the guy, mechanic guy, was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the beach house first. Meet me there." Soda. There we go. Soda. He went. Kazuichi. There we go. That's his name. Where's the notes? Kazuichi. He went, and then I feel like shortly after he went, that's when the body announcement was made. So I'm like, he had to have been the 3rd person. Hiyoko had to have been the 2nd, and then I thought that whoever was first is the one who killed. But since he's saying that he's confirming right now that the rule is that it's 3 people other than the killer, that it can't be the killer. There's one other person who was there who saw the body. But who is it?
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too.
The only other person who I'm thinking could have not had blood on them, because Akane had blood all over her, right? But the only other person I can think of is Peko, because she went swimming. Although she claims to have been like swimming for 3 hours to find other islands, like she was the only person who was wet. So She's the only other person I can think of, but like, please don't be her. No, please don't be her. I like her.
Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Final feature in the non-stop debates. Truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, shape of the reticle will change. If you aim at the remark's weak spot, keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Oh, that's if I don't have the right... That's if I don't have the correct... like, truth bullet, right? I think. Okay. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, but since they're telling me about it, I feel like that means, like, it's definitely gonna be used here, so I gotta use it. I think. Oh yeah, I only have
What did the
one
killer
anyway.
do with the blood on their body?
Alright, here we go.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
But you can't wash it off in the shower room.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Correct.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
Yes, you are
They
correct.
didn't have to use the shower.
We're on the beach.
What about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Yo, I just thought of something.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
maybe they were able to wash it off.
Shit, I don't know which one to grab. But I think I just thought of something. I use that person's opinion. Might be able to break through the contradiction. The only other person wearing a wetsuit was Sonia. What if she was covered in blood underneath the wetsuit? And she used the wetsuit to cover it up.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
What about the wetsuits in the
No,
closet?
I didn't. I did it again. I'm so bad at this.
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off would have been impossible.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Jeez. I'm actually terrible at this game.
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
And if I just thought without playing the game, what I said in my mind is correct. I'm like thinking they could have just went on the beach and frickin' washed it off. Who showed up wet? Peko Peko!
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Was the sea. Oh, the drinks inside the refrigerator. That's why all the water bottles were... Hold on.
Damn it.
That's what the deal is with all the water bottles. What the heck is a squall?
I see! Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh! She got really defensive real quick.
That's impossible.
Peko Peko, no! Peko, why? Sudden violent gust of wind or reply storm. Wow. True.
What?
Peko, why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand.
Yeah, all the water bottles were gone.
There's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
You're a liar. You're lying. Straight up. Okay, let's get her.
It's true there were drinks. In the beach house roof, however,
Oh gosh, she's too
Try
fast.
thinks one bottle wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
It would.
I can't back down.
Oh. Oh.
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I
Did
say
she
it was
leave her
impossible?
phone in the ground? No.
There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Yeah, there were. Get the word.
There were only flavored drinks with colored dyes. If you eat the blood will come off, it will leave an aromatics, especially if you used a lot that alone would raise suspicion.
My bad.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the
Liar.
Allow me to cut through those words.
No, there
There
were
were
water
water
bottles.
bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so soon. Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would
Seems
be...
you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Is that...
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them. That killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Oh no! So we know. We know at this point. It's very obviously...
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body, but there were no towels in the beach house. And it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
Oh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
Just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell
Maybe
me
he
you
just
forgot
didn't
about
want to
that.
be labeled as a yeah.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer! We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko?
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems...
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The only possible thing I can think of is that opening, the bathroom. Or the small window in the shower room, I guess.
I see!
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached...
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it?
Could she
And
somehow
don't say
use her
something
sword?
stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is not allowed.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, They just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see! You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Her sword? Her sword sheath? Is that what it's called? Cover? Whatever?
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Oh jeez.
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used an object to escape out the window, they wouldn't have been able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, the object the killer used to escape out the window. Oh jeez. I really used to escape out the window? Oh, I forgot how to do this. Bamboo? Bamboo stick? Oh, so instead of a sword in there, she's got a bamboo stick. Remember when I was like, can she use her sword? Or bamboo sword? Bamboo sword. Oh, bam. Oh, bam. There we go. I did it. Yay. Bamboo sword. Stick wasn't okay, I guess. You know.
You carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times.
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
thinking. I was like, what if she just like yeeted herself, like, yeet. Like you know, in Getting Over It, takes the stick. He's like, ooh, you know.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
Like in Getting Over It, you know, the bamboo sword. She would use it like
Despite
just
the
go
fact
like,
that you had a swimsuit on,
like dig it
you're
into
still
the
wearing
ground
your bamboo
and just
sword.
like yeet off of it, you know. It's anime.
Are you
I
saying
believe she could do
used
it.
that bamboo sword to escape
enough
through
to
the
do it.
window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
You should play that.
Step stool?
I have played it, Thunder. Get out of here. What kind of fan are you?
You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't
Yeah,
I tell
pole
ya?
vaulting.
A ninja could have climbed that easily!
They do that. Yeah, they do that. You've seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? They do that.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Oh, that's what she did. Same thing. Same thing.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss
Don't think
Sonia,
you watched it? Oh,
ninjas
true.
only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to
Basically
climb.
like pole vaulting kind of, you know?
Well, Peko,
Use it like a
do you have
pole
anything
vault,
to
like
say?
when you do high jump. Not high jump. Pole vaulting. What's it called? You know that Olympic sport? Or whatever. Pole vaulting? Is that what it's called? Super duper high jump. Alright, we're doing the music thing now. Okay, here we go. Nega time. Demonstration. Nope. Not today.
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword?
What do you mean? The sword is still there on her back at all times.
And she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
No, she could just pick it up with her feet or something.
Why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
No. Panic talk action. Okay.
Got proof, you bastard?
Oh, I didn't mean to use my thing right away.
Obviously impossible!
How do I do this
Shut
again?
up!
Am I doing
Shut
this
up!
correctly?
Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind! This is the end!
Did I get it? Bamboo sword bag. Bag
She used
boo.
her bamboo sword as a step stool.
Sword
She could have
bay.
recovered it with her sword bag.
I don't know.
When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it.
Did it. First try.
And after she climbed
What?
up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag too.
She did the getting
She
over
used
it.
them both to escape.
Uh,
Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly
I can't
as
believe
that.
it was her. I didn't even get to talk to her, man. I like her.
Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an
Shut up, Nagito.
greater plan. No, you just back off.
Is it true? You killed
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept
Why is he
this
so
unless
against
there's
this? Is it
proof.
because he likes her?
Got it, you bastard!
He doesn't want her to die.
Fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
I think she has the same voice as Celeste Ludenberg. Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so
Among
freely.
flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
I feel like when someone's like, hang on, that means like it's not her. Okay.
This is important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice. In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother. Hello! Earth to Peko! If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. This is... could she be? As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
Is she the... No way.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's
execute justice!
What? What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice in the name of sparkling, shining justice. I have come to deliver justice.
Wow, I feel like we need a justice counter.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco! Finally snap! Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But... Huh?
The same melee.
Justice? So
Yep,
that's
not
why you're wearing a
today.
mask. This mask is the dividing line, just like various idols. The sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What the heck is this? Pecco's the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's
He's
not
still
the time
sleeping.
for you to be sleeping. Take a look.
Hello.
It's a killer.
I'm okay. How are you?
Hey, this again, huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru? This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
So why does she think that, like, Mahiru was evil
No
then?
matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice. Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Justice!
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
And he's right. We need to end this already. The killer in the end, there's no mistake that it was Pecco all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Alright. It's time to make our manga. Here we go. Also, I really struggle with this new way of the manga. Okay. On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... What? I'm so confused. See, I'm so confused. What the heck goes here? I don't even know. But I'm gonna go to the next one here. Lemon flavor gummy.
Here's everything that happened
We
in
did
this
it!
case.
Let's go! Let's go!
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her.
It means you weren't here for the hype train, Thunder.
Of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
Calling card.
That's
calling
how the crime
card?
scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard cave and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused.
Wish I talked to
Isn't
Peko
that
first
right,
now.
Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it? She's like totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on in order to keep justice. To keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious.
It's justice by far.
Justice!
Who will combat the evils of this world?
Every heart returned to
Now.
darkness.
Follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my
Kingdom
life
Hearts.
to protect justice.
Fill me with the power of darkness.
Hurry and carry on justice.
Give me a break! Who's...
If we let Pecco go, we're all gonna get killed. For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices
Every
are
heart
unavoidable.
returned to darkness.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
Darkness conquers all worlds.
Stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However,
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Oh, he's awake.
Finally woke up.
I've heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
Alright, finally we're voting. I feel like we figured out she was the killer like half an hour ago. Jesus.
pardon me. Can we please have a little more time?
Oh, why?
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Pecco is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Petco.
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. I think I got the difference between the serial killer and Pecco.
I see! That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had to translate it, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes. The magazine I read was written in Spanish, so Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
When I first heard about the serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Dang, she's just a liar.
Insist that you're sparkling justice. Can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Will you be able to do that?
Uh-oh. Caught.
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? fulfilled its purpose too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was!
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool?
Damn, she's actually cray.
She called herself a tool. Which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
The first person that found her, or second person, or whoever.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember.
Proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime. Body discovery announcement.
I see!
See, I got that from the very start. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, who's the third person? At the very start. I was like, who's the third person that discovered the body? Because it wasn't me.
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer? Or not? It doesn't include the killer this time. Okay, all done. Maybe he just said this time.
That announcement is
As a
made when
hint.
at least 3 people discover a body.
That doesn't
And
mean
in
next
this particular
time.
case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those
It doesn't
3.
mean that next time it's not gonna
If
be
that's
the same.
case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house!
plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Fuyuhiko?
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that too. Happened in the game. Happened in real life.
I can prove it with this!
Jeez.
I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. Photos
I
awarded
showed
for
this
beating the game
photo!
are
Oh
not
my
actual
god, that's the
in-game
first one I
screenshots.
chose.
They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first and received
And
the
he
ending
beat it
prize.
first. I knew he did. See, I knew it.
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Cause Peko is the killer, right? But we already voted!
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot.
Jeez, I really thought she was a little bit more independent than that. Jeez.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
I am not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim, but my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
There's no way.
Me?
There's no way.
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Pecco be a tool in the first place? Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
He's gonna let us live. Come on. I got me. Oh, I got coins. Yay.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now,
Oh,
let's take a
thanks,
quick
Yankee,
recess.
for the 500
We'll be right back
resub.
after this commercial break.
I appreciate you. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is... Hold on a sec. Okay, oh wait, sorry. So sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate, no matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why?
Hey! Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool, you're a friggin' human being.
Well,
If I'm a human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just
Because
don't
you
know.
just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzuryu clan took me in. She's like an assassin then. They gave me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Oh jeez.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human,
I see.
I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
that is...
You're wrong. You're not a tool, Pecco. Because if you are a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
Nothing. I was ordered by my young master to behave just as I was ordered to interact with you all. Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a
No
tool.
matter what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Don't fuck
And
with
she's
me.
covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead?
You...
You tried to confirm it with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So,
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond, but she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played that game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why... That's why even if we were told that we're connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this.
Aww.
Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my!
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
It definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
oh,
Does that mean she killed the first girl? Wait, no, I don't even have my story straight. I don't know. She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hiyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey,
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hiyoko.
What the?
Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so?
And so my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
that is...
So that is why you killed Mahiru with the bat?
Yeah.
But still, I believed her up till the very last minute that the game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey,
Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
but...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but
Why?
you shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell
Who
up!
cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong. Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mahiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mahiru.
Young master, I am finished.
Oh jeez.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course!
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood.
Be quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed!
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story. I'm pretty sure since she, like, physically killed, she's still considered the killer, I'm sure.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right, you guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously
Hold on,
wrong.
don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is
I'll admit,
troubling!
all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
I see. So for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then? On his behalf, you killed Mahiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great!
You'd only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I am just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey,
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us? Is that your hope?
What?
Magito freaks me out.
Hold on.
Hold on, what's the use of asking something like that.
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey,
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth?
Huh? Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
young master.
You just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. You mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that. Of course I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell him the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. I think she's just trying to convince him. Even though I think like she actually did it like on her own by herself. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it!
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island?
I don't know why I'm just thinking of it now, but his voice sounds like kind of familiar.
Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
I said his voice, so this guy's voice, Fuyuhiko.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon after you leave. I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape!
So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth.
Sorry.
Sorry, Peko, I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I'd just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I'd just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you? I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan.
Young master!
Uh-oh.
So this is how it turned out.
Too bad.
And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions.
Why
There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey,
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request, even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Huh?
Young master!
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so,
Even so, I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect you.
Echo.
I am terribly sorry.
I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
Bye.
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master.
And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Of course. Peko. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Pekoyama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep? I don't need any tools. You did say that. Now let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair.
jeez.
Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Why?
You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
I
Never needed a sword or a shield.
never needed a tool. You didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself.
Oh, hey, Slam Jam.
I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids.
Let's go! It's
No!
punishment time!
You're ruining my sweet moment!
Please, Peko. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me.
Young Master? Young Master!
Oh no! No. That's sad. How's she gonna die? Yo, for real. Now I feel like we found out she was the killer an hour ago. Like, man, come on, kill her already. That was actually sad. Man. Is she killing all of them? What is he doing? Is he gonna die with her? By choice? Oh. She didn't accidentally slice him, did she? Wait. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? That was very near Automata-like. Oh shit, man. This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko? Oh, that's so sad. People die so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko!
Such a
For
waste.
heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me.
Damn it.
It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh,
You're still talking about that? What the hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such
I am
despair.
pissed. I even feel sad and hopeless, but still.
Isn't that right?
It's going to be alright. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuhiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive. What?
Everyone!
Fuhiko is still alive.
You serious?
Are you serious? Where?
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I'm trying.
Mikan, save his life!
He won't stop bleeding out. His pulse is getting weaker.
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Uh-oh. Serves him right.
You're so stupid.
Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that?
You stupid brother.
What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him.
I
Huh? A
don't
surprise
know.
order?
What the heck?
Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong.
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey,
But it's written in the school trip rules. Is it? If the Blackened is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. If only the Blackened gets executed, then Fuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule even if it's...
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Really? I
like...
was actually going to do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Prepared? That's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. Oh jeez.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me.
Oh, no.
Dr. Killgood.
I don't trust
Dr.
Monokuma.
Kilgood, you've already killed your patient.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
Jeez. After he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuhiko vanished from our sight. Oh boy. Is he really gonna be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's gonna be fine. He's probably gonna get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know?
However,
We must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward. There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn
I
it!
guess things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. Didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. Fuhiko. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. And so the class trial ended, but we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word could explain our situation: despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown is to
She's talking to
0,
me as the player?
that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair and the continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely prevent it by any means.
Pay the ultimate price.
Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Nice. Nice. Oh boy.
Danganronpa.
Danganronpa. Black Dragon Blade. Death lies in video games is the achievement I just got.